Hi there, guys. I hope that you are all doing well. I'm sure you also noticed that I did not do a reading on Monday. I do apologize, but I've had a bit of a sore back, so I can only sit for short periods of time. And some of my clients are aware of that already because it's delayed me somewhat with some of my readings. But I am on the mend and I'm feeling a bit better today, so that is the reason that you're getting a video. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but I'm still going to try and keep it interesting as always. Alright, so I'm going to ask first today using the Earth Magic Oracle, what is the general energy around us? And then I'm going to use some of the info. I'm going to ask mermaids and dolphins if there's any other messages that need to come through here. Okay, as I said, I'm probably going to make it short and sweet, but we never know what happens. Whatever comes through, comes through. And I'm just going to ask with these first, with the Earth Magic Oracle, what is the general energy around us? We're in a very exciting time in terms of it being the new lunar year, which a lot of people celebrate as opposed to the 1st of January. And like I was talking about the other day, we're very rigid in our belief systems where we believe on the 1st of January everything must change and our lives must be better. If you really think about it, that's just not plausible. And I do find that the energy is getting a little bit lighter now, also because we must remember that we've had a Mercury retrograde coming into this year as well, which messes up some of the communication, the information, technology, all sorts of things. But this Mercury retrograde is going to be ending just as this full moon this new moon kind of comes in. A few days later, Mercury is going to be out of retrograde. So it's a wonderful time for this new beginning kind of energy. The 1st of February is the first of a new month. It's a number one. One's about new beginnings and fresh starts. About manifestation, something that's about to begin or it's in its beginning stages. All of these beautiful energies of potentiality. So it's a great time to do like one of the energy sessions, an intention setting, whether you do it yourself or I set an intention on your behalf. Doesn't matter. Think about the stuff. We've had this period of January, I believe, as like a period of introspection to see where are we at, what do we want to do, where should we be reshuffling things, where have we lost our focus. And now it's time for us to set those intentions and get ourselves back into gear. It's hard to sometimes get into gear after the December holidays, and then January, not everybody's got money, it's just like a bit of a rough time. And now February, things start to kind of even out. It's just a bit of a lighter energy. All right, so I wish you all a lovely one. And without further ado, let's see what's going on here. So what energy are we surrounded by right now, please, or do we need to be aware of? Here we go. Effortless. Okay. I love this card because it talks about the water and the power that it has. And as much as the rocks are so hard and rigid and solid and seemingly impermeable, the water manages to find its way through the little nooks and crannies and finds a way of making a path. Okay, so this is that energy of if you are battling to achieve something or you've been struggling with something in the past, maybe look at different avenues. Maybe say to Spirit, can you show me another way to do this? Am I being too closed-minded about it? Am I not exploring the adjacent opportunities, which is one of the cards that come up when I do the year ahead reading for 2022. And a lot of people have had that. They've like, Spirit is saying, open your scope of vision. Look at the adjacent possibilities and not always just one way of doing something. And so this water has the nature to look for that path and to cut its own path where there isn't. It can be very abrasive and it literally can cut through rock if it keeps at it. If the water keeps dripping on a certain place, it can make this hole in the ground. So remember that, and remember that perseverance and that persistence to find a way is something that we have within us, and we're not always as blocked as we seem. Okay, so maybe you need to do that. The water makes it look effortless, and it just flows. That's how it creates this. That's how it cuts that path. It just flows. That's all it does. So flow with whatever's going on around you. Okay, breath. This is something I know I need to focus on. I need to work on my breathing techniques. I need to take deeper breaths and breathe more consciously, because breathing lowers our stress hormones in our body. It lifts our mood. It calms us down. It oxygenates us for overall well being. It's something that we really need to be conscious of. It helps with meditation. But also, just don't let yourself get into that state of stress. So, I would imagine that there's a bit of this going on if I'm getting these kinds of cards. Just remember to breathe. The minute you notice you're breathing shallow, you know your body's stressed. You know you're not doing it any favors. You know you're lowering your immune system. All right, so let's keep that in mind. And also, to make this not something that we're so conscious of that we get upset when we're not breathing properly. Okay, that's counterproductive. Just try to be mindful of that. Try the 4-7-8 method. You can do that when you're sitting in a queue at the pharmacy waiting for something, or drawing money, or driving in the car, and you breathe in deeply for 4 seconds. Try and hold your breath for 7 and breathe out for 8. It sounds easy. It's not easy the first time. And also, I wouldn't suggest you do something like driving, because some people who aren't used to doing it, if you hold your breath for 7 seconds with that much oxygen, it actually gives you a bit of a light head. Okay, so be aware of that. But do that about 5 times if you can, and you will see that everything just calms down. Everything feels smoother. When someone's aggravating you, silently do the 4-7-8 method. No one needs to know you're doing it. I've sat in queues before and stuff where I think, okay, well, now's a good time to breathe, because this is a time where you could potentially get upset about something, and it's something that's not going to matter tomorrow. So I'm not going to let myself get all bent out of shape, and I just breathe. And it's a very good way to deal with anything, no matter how stressed you are. It helps you to think more logically. It helps you to think out of the box. When you're not having shallow breathing panic, I can't think of a way out of this. Calm yourself down. There is always a way. All right. What else do we need to know? What kind of energies are around us, or do we need to be aware of? There we go. Thank you. Earth magic. Okay, so this is talking about the elements and the elementals around us. Whether you believe in elementals or not is entirely up to you. But this is like the energies or the consciousness of the nature around us. Okay, like the wind. Sometimes I'm sure it's blown in your face at some point in your life when you were a young kid or whatever, and you felt energized. The wind is excellent to get rid of negative energy with, because you allow it to blow almost through you as if you were made out of some kind of mesh, okay, and you let it blow all the junk away. Put your arms out, let it blow through you, and also blow energy into you. That is a wonderful cleansing technique. If it's a bit of a windy day and it's not too dusty or anything, there's just this lovely breeze, take advantage of it. Take a deep breath, breathe it in. Say, whatever I'm working with is effortless. I just need to see how that is, how that's possible. Go for a swim, immerse yourself in water, look at the elements around you, set an intention and light a candle for it, or write down something that you'd like to get rid of and burn it and let it burn up into the ether and say, there we go, it's gone, done, finished with it. Whatever you need to do. Go and put your feet in the sand on the beach, connect with the earth, or sit on the grass or something like that. Make sure you ground yourself. These are things that we need to do now in order to charge ourselves up again and get ready for the year and the things that we want to achieve and that we're going to achieve. Let's see what Magical Mermaids and Dolphins says. Let's see if it can add to these individual cards. Sometimes that's what happens. So I'm going to try, unless it's got very blatant other messages that need to come through. We'll let Spirit decide that. Okay, is there anything more we need to know about effortless, please, or a different message that we need for this? This week is almost over, but for right now. Okay, synchronicity. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Okay. All right. So this is like this effortless kind of energy. The questions that you're looking for, how do I deal with this and make something that looks so difficult seem effortless to me? They're saying there are synchronicities happening around you. Maybe you just bump into someone who happens to be the person that you need. all right? Or you need a specific tool for a job and someone is giving one away, or they say, hey, can you use this for something? There's always opportunities. You just need to say, show me what's possible, and they come through for you. Let's see what the book says about this. This is also flow, if you can see that in the picture there. Synchronicities. As a result of our prayers and manifestation work, you're now attracting synchronistic events, those chance meetings, information that you just happen to receive, and other synchronistic events really answer prayers. By drawing this card, heaven is calling your attention to the synchronistic and serendipity, synchronicity and serendipity happening in your life. The more you notice these magical events, the more they'll occur for you. Even better, write them down in a journal as a way to stimulate more synchronicity in your life. You may already know that there are no coincidental or accidental occurrences. This card reflects your recent focus on positive thoughts, which are being directed towards your desires. Like a magical energy beam that can influence physical objects, your optimism and faith are reshaping your life into a masterpiece that reflects your higher self. I'm seeing this a lot in the 2022 readings I'm doing, that people literally are getting the lessons that they're asking for, and they're getting the potential for the manifestation and the removal of all these blockages and stuff that they've had for a long time. They've been given the opportunity month by month to deal with these things, to let go of things. Here's the opportunity to do this. Are you serious about it? Because here it is. And if you take it, there's like really great results. It's like a transformational year. As far as I've seen thus far, and I've done at least one 2022 reading per day on average, so that's 26 people I've read for minimum so far. And there really is this theme, and it's saying, okay, you're going to struggle with this month, but this is how you deal with it, and it's a chance to get rid of it permanently, which is fantastic to see. This is like really going to be, obviously we'll always have lessons and we'll always have things that we struggle with, because we need to learn and we need to grow. We need to develop spiritual and emotional maturity as we go. But there really is this sense of people being able to get over some really long-term obstacles, which is lovely to see. Okay, let's see if there's anything more we need to know about the breath card, please, about forest. We've got two cards here. Okay, playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, and joy creates miracles and manifestation. Okay, so again, relax, breathe, get yourself into a state where you can be receptive and you're not panicked and anxious, wrecked with anxiousness. You know what I mean? You don't want to feel like that and be in that constant state of anxiety all the time. It's not our natural state. Our natural state is to be calm, is to breathe, is to be at peace. That is our natural state. And play is very important. You need to relax. You need to enjoy time with friends and do things that you love. Go and find an artistic endeavor you can immerse yourself in, so you can use different parts of your brain and activate different things. All right, and here it says self-employment. So maybe there's something that they can do that they love doing. I've recently met a lady who does pottery, and she did it part-time, and everyone said to her, why don't you do it full-time? And now she teaches it and she loves her job. And don't believe that you cannot make a hobby into a living. It's just not true. Everybody out there is teaching those people to have that hobby, and you could be doing that too. You could be giving your gifts to other people, teaching them some kind of a skill set, and being purposeful at the same time that you are doing something that you absolutely love and that's more in alignment with your soul and your spirit. So it's saying here, you are a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. If you are already an entrepreneur and you're looking for a way out of a situation, know that there's some pearls of wisdom or something that someone can offer, or something can happen that can come in that can make this effortless for you. Okay, open yourself to the synchronicities. Relax. Do things that you enjoy. Work is as important as playtime and vice versa. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read these for you. So much for my short reading. Okay. Playtime. This card indicates that you've been straining and working too hard, and that you've lost your original focus. You're striving more out of habit than out of clear direction. They are asking you now to stop and divert your attention through silliness and non competitive play. Any kind of playfulness will shake up the ruts and routines and allow you to regain perspective on what is important and what is not. Playing is a magical form of meditation as it opens your heart chakra and allows your creative spirit to tap into divine wisdom. If your playfulness involves outdoor physical activity and extra oxygen, this will also spark new ideas for you. Sorry, I kind of lost my place when I did that, but I just realized how these cards are speaking to each other. Okay, self employment. Let's have a look at this one quickly. You have the drive, discipline, and desire to be your own boss. This card also shows you that you have the magical ingredients for a successful business. Heaven wants you to know that you are fully supported spiritually. As long as you stay enthusiastic, new opportunities will come to you. Your positive energy attracts customers, clients, and contacts. If you're in the process of opening a new business, now is the time to do spiritual work such as praying, meditating, visualizing, affirming, to conduct research about your business, and to work on yourself by eating healthfully, getting sufficient sleep, and exercising regularly. These multiple layers of action will propel you to miraculous business opportunities. Okay, doing something like physical exercise also gets rid of all that stress and that tension. It makes you breathe. So, if that's what you feel you need to do and you haven't been doing it, you haven't got back to gym after the holidays, whatever the story is for you, this is the message now. Okay, is there anything else we need to know about the Earth Magic card, please? Treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. This is an amazing card to have. That's really lovely. This is literally what it says it is, and it says you need to, be aware of that. So a windfall doesn't need to always be financial. When we say abundance, it could be all of a sudden an opportunity that comes to you for you to open your own business, for you to have, resolve a conflict with a family member that has been weighing on you heavily. It's something that is unforeseen, so you don't really see it coming, okay? But this is, some people could win the lotto for that matter, or whatever the case is. But this is saying there is a windfall that's coming to you now, and you just need to recognize it, okay? Again, open up your mind to adjacent possibilities. Ask for heaven or spirit or guides and guardians, God, whatever your belief system is, ask to be shown what is possible. That is so important. Say, show me what is possible. And you will be shown, and it will be unforeseen because you cannot perceive of all the things that are possible. Okay, so here in the book it says, your prayers for financial support have been heard and assistance is here for you now. It comes in wonderful, unexpected ways. Remain in a state of gratitude that says that the money is already here, even if there's no visible evidence of it yet. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. Affirm the following frequently. Thank you for all of the support, supply, abundance, and money that you bring to me. I'm grateful for these riches, which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the earth. Your supply may show up in the form of money, or it may come as new opportunities, brilliant ideas, or gifts from others. Bless and honor these gifts however they come to you. Your gratitude ensures continual, overflowing abundance in your life. I'm sure you guys are so sick of me saying that, but it is so true. Okay, and that is the reading. Thank you for your patience to everybody who has been patient with me while I've had been unable to sit for long periods of time. I will get to you if I have not gotten to you yet, and I just thought I have to do a reading for the week. And I hope that this helps you guys. If you get your unforeseen windfall, let me know about it, please. It's always lovely to hear the stories. Other than that, have a lovely week, what's left of it, and a beautiful weekend. And I will chat to you again next week. Take care.